Hello and good morning, y'all, and welcome to episode 2 of RA100K, which is my quest to hit 100,000 points over on Retro Achievements. Today we're starting at 20,755 total points. I have about 2 hours to play games, and I've picked out a few interesting titles, I would say, so let's go ahead and get on into it. The first game today is going to be Superman the Arcade Game, released in 1989. Very simple set of achievements. Looks like you're just going to beat all 5 rounds of the game and score 1.5 million points. The retro score here tells me this might be pretty easy because a lot of people have been able to do it. But if I go down to the comments, there are a lot of people saying it's unfair, it's a bad game. I don't know, I've never played it, but I'm kind of interested, so let's go ahead and get on into it. Alright, I'm on Superman the Arcade Game now. I've given myself 9 credits because the achievement page says nothing about credit limitations. Let's just go ahead and get on into it. I think this is like more of a beat 'em up. I'm not sure, really. I guess we're gonna find out together. Alright. Oh my god. I'm so chunky. We pick up boxes. Nice. One-shot stuff. I like the look of this. I'm not like the biggest Superman fan though. Like in terms of like superheroes, Superman just has too much going for him. He's weak to a rock, you know. So it's just I'm not as jazzed by Superman like some other superheroes. But you know what? I appreciate a good Superman game. And there are like a lot of like good arcade conversion superhero games. I feel like. Let's get these guys. Score-wise, we only have 5,400. We need 1.5 million. This may take a while. You guys get this little Incredible Hulk wannabe. Oh, there we go. Got him locked in the stun. Perfect. So yeah, early impressions of this game so far have been like really positive for me. Very simple game to play. There's a punch button, a kick button. You move around. There's actually a lot of variety in the stages too, so you got like your standard beat 'em up section, then we got like this vertical scrolling here, and then there's also like shmup sections, which you're going to see pretty soon, but every level kind of follows the same formula, and it's pretty fun. However, I feel like once you kind of get to the later stages, things kind of get a little bit too crazy, a little bit too chaotic. This game's definitely a bit of a quarter eater. Thankfully for the retro achievements, you can just keep pumping coins in with no detriment, making this a super easy game to get achievements on. But man, if you want to like try and play this on 1 credit, good luck. So can I just like stun lock like all major enemies if I get pushed up close enough? That's what it feels like. Oh crap! Okay, we got laser beams for eyes. Nice. Yeah, stellar commentary by me there. We got laser beams for eyes.
Man, I know.
Nice. I don't know what I was thinking. Sometimes, like, trying to commentate and play at the same time, it's tricky. I've been doing it for, like, 15 years now on YouTube across different channels. But sometimes it gets tricky, and you say things like, I got laser beams for eyes. Nice. But yeah, here are the shmup sections. Actually really well done. They're probably my favorite parts of this game. Like, if Superman was just a straight-up shmup, I probably would have enjoyed this game a hell of a lot more. Very basic, but not super unfair. Tricky at times, but not unfair at all. Really like it. And here we are coming up on the first boss. I presume so. I like the shmuppy element to this. I thought this would be a straight up beat 'em up. No, I kind of got a bit of a shmup, which like really vibes with me. I love shmups. There we go. Congratulations, bonus 100,000 points. Continue to the next round to San Francisco. Nice. And Achievement Unlocked Metropolis. Cool. Oh, we got a kick. I'm probably gonna kick like those like stone guys that like kind of like block up top. That's probably what it is. Like these dudes. Oh, yeah. Kick him right in the shins. I think I gave myself 9 credits. Dear Lord. Okay, now we're just kind of going back up into another vertical section. Honestly, this game is very much by the numbers. There really isn't too much else to say about it. Just kind of enter level, beat 'em up, fly up vertically, go to shmup, beat boss. It's very, very by the numbers. Again, I do want to say, like, I did like this game. And, like, it is, for, like, an arcade game, is exactly what you'd expect. Definitely a bit of a quarter muncher, but, you know, it's not bad by any stretch. It's just, there's not much more to say about it.
Oof.
Outside of the fact that these shmup sections, only the second one, these get, like, pretty crazy. And I did kind of struggle to figure out, like, what the hitbox in Superman was, to, like, try and not get hit.
All that.
But
I think the point wasn't
that's
trying to
about
get all
it.
that.
Anyways, we're on the boss here, so I'm going to let you guys watch this boss battle, and we'll go on to level 3, which I think actually has some of the cooler artwork in the game. So definitely, like, squeeze you into certain parts of the screen here, making life just a little bit difficult. Like, if I was in the arcade in the 80s, early 90s, I think I would have already lost like $5 on this game. 100,000 bonus, continue next round, Las Vegas. Achievement unlock, San Francisco, nice. With any luck, maybe I'll be at the 500,000 mark this one. 439 for Paradise! Sign me up! Okay, so there is one other mechanic I haven't talked about yet. Every now and then when you break, like, boxes or phone booths or anything of that nature, a blue gem or a yellow gem may come out. The blue gems, the entire game could not figure out what they did, but yellow gems make your next attack super strong. So, that's pretty cool, but you're also really reliant on, like, how many enemies are on screen, and that's going to determine how useful it is for you. But when they do come in clutch, they really do come in clutch this game, especially in the later levels. What's in this phone booth, huh? I'm the best dick puncher there is. I see, I punch you in the dick, I kick you in the dick. I'm goddamn Superman dick punch. It's only been 10 minutes. The boss right here. Yeah, so after the whole dick punch thing, I'm just gonna skip you guys ahead to the boss of Vegas. This is it here. It's actually a little bit easier than boss number 2 in the game. In fact, I found this one to be super fun to, like, try and dodge the shots of, and help me get, like, a little bit more used to the hitbox. But as you can see, like, some of the bullet patterns, like, you really can't avoid them. You kind of, like, a lot of these bosses, you kind of get pushed to one side of the screen or the other, and then eventually a pattern comes out where it's, like, good luck dodging it. But, there you go. Like I said, there you go. It's not too bad. In fact, they're probably some of the easier bits of the game, these bosses. Anyways, let's get that achievement. Congratulations, 100,000 point bonus. Continue next round, Washington, D.C. Hell yeah. Achievement unlock, Las Vegas. Can I give myself more credits? I can. Yeah, RetroAchievements says nothing about, like, not being able to give yourself more credits, so... It's probably why this game has such a high completion rate, because, like, you just infinitely respawn. But I'm also very glad they don't have, like, freaking do this game deathless achievements. I always hate achievements like that. Unless the game is, like, super short or something. I mean, this game's pretty short, but... It's also, you know, arcade difficult. So like I noted last clip, yeah, you can just give yourself, like, infinite credits in this game and get all the achievements. So if you're ever running low, just press the credit button and just bring yourself back up to max. Thank God, because trying to do this game, like, in a certain amount of credits would be a nightmare. You look at the screen, right? We got, like, a high-blocking enemy that just kind of does away with, like, all of your attacks. You got stretchy arm guy here. You have a bunch of commons. Like, basically everything in this game's out to kill you.
Oh my god.
It gets very intense.
Please.
But
there's so many points going to waste
with infinite credits, it's a very simple mastery. But yeah, this is, like, where the game starts getting, like, ridiculous. Alright, Melina from Mortal Kombat, I got you. Don't you worry. I'm gonna get you. Perfect. Shmup time? Oh, yeah. Yes, unless we get, like, a huge bonus for beating the game. I don't think you can break those. Yeah, so those mines there's actually a second button you can press. I'm going to find it out pretty shortly now. But you kind of, like, can grab them and blow them up. They give good points. And you definitely need a lot of points to get the mastery in this game. 1.5 million, unless you get like a big bonus for beating the game, or you gotta just do multiple runs of it. Very appropriate of past me to make that comment. There is a massive bonus at the end of this game if you kill the last boss. So basically, as long as you beat the game with 500,000 points, you're gonna get a mastery in this game, because the last level gives you a 1 million bonus. So it's really not too bad. You can't just, like, not kill anything in the game. Like, you still want to get as many points as you can, but it shouldn't be too much of a worry. There we go. I figured out to punch things. Like, they're worth a few hundred points. Oh. So, definitely worth going out of your way if you're going for the mastery of this, just to kind of destroy them. Interesting. Yeah. Now we're fighting a little helicopter. We blew up the helicopter. I'm going to zoom us forward to the boss. Get a bit of points if I realize that. Boss time? Oh, yeah. A lot going on here. This is actually kind of like bullet hell-esque. Like, you know, like 6-7 years before, like, Donpachi came out? That's interesting. That's our 500,000 point achievement. Nice. 610 for the 100,000 bonus for beating the level. Now to spaceship, so this should be last level. Cool. Interlock, Washington, D.C. Oh, we're starting in the air this time. Go on foot here? Maybe I go on foot like after I get in the ship. Yeah, so here we go. We're going in spaceship. Basically the end of the game here. It does start off in the shmup section, which was a nice little change of pace. Here's the boss of that section. Not the boss of the game, but the boss of the section. Which I thought was really fun to face, actually. But yeah, this final level is, it's just a lot of enemy spam, special moves. It's really no different than any other level in the game, as you would probably expect. But I would say, again, they kind of really nailed these, like, shmup boss sections. They're really fun to kind of go through. And it does remind me of, like, Bullet Hell, which wasn't really much of a thing until a few years after this game was released. But you see, like, some similar things going on with it. Also not using real quarters, so probably back in the arcade was a little bit different. Yeah, so I just kind of fast forward us a little bit. This section here is actually quite long. It's really very much like a test of patience, even like with infinite lives going on. It's just enemy spam all over. And they have you like doing these like freaking challenges where you gotta try and get yourself between laser beams, which I believe is right here, and they have like all the special enemies out. There's like a triple mini boss at the same time, and it's just it gets a bit out of control. Yeah, we're fighting like a bunny person. I don't know like what that is in Superman lore. I'm not very like comic book smart, but there's that. Thankfully this level gives a ton of those yellow gems, which is very helpful. Oh, Captain America. Yeah, Captain America. Well, yeah, here's like the triple mini boss basically. They took quite a few, actually maybe not too many hits. Maybe they weren't really mini bosses. They were just kind of like stronger common enemies, I guess. I guess we just call them uncommons or rares. But they just, this final level kind of threw all that kind of stuff at you. Alright, so yeah, so this level also had a second shmup section. Nothing really different happened during it. But here's the boss of it, which is going to lead us into the final boss of the game. So I'm going to let you guys watch me kill this little penultimate boss here, and then go into the final one. And wrap up this game. This is a very long little section there. Let's go ahead and take out Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Bit of a strong boy. Are they like infinite? Jesus. Okay, I think it's infinite. I ain't scared. You don't scare me. Sure, you're beating the shit out of me. You don't scare me. Oh my god, they just freaking, they stun lock you and just multi-grab you. Yeah, this is a night. If you're using real quarters for this is a nightmare. Okay, I got 816. Bonus 1 million points? Oh shit. You do get it all. Do I get a mastery? Is that it? Mastery, 32 minutes. Oh nice. That wasn't bad at all. Their action saved Earth. There's no time for rest until evil ceases to exist on Earth. Earth will need them. I think is what that said. We got our credits, too. I kind of liked that game. It was brutally unfair. Like, the comments weren't wrong. Like, on RetroAchievements, brutally unfair game. Like, if you're in arcades and you were playing this normally, oh, yeah, no, that's awful. But if you have infinite lives, you can just, like, mess around, hit some buttons, don't have to worry about losing your money, because you get stun-locked and, like, get attacked by 18 different enemies at the same time. If you don't have to worry about that, it's a really cool little beat-em-up. But yeah, if I played this in arcades, I would have simultaneously loved it, but also never wanted to play it because of just how unfair some of those areas were. That is what it is. But cool, we got a mastery. Alright, and that does it with our achievement hunting in Superman. We finished out with 8 out of 8 achievements for a mastery worth 55 points. Very, very simple set. Just make sure you kill most of the enemies and whatnot as you play. You can have infinite credits, so you can just kind of dick around if you need to. Farm some extra enemies if you need to. All you gotta do is keep in mind that you get 100,000 points bonus for levels 1 through 4. That's 400k right there, plus a million bonus for beating the boss. So you're already at 1.4 million, so all you really gotta do is score like 100,000 points normally. So, I mean, it's pretty brainless. What I get, 1.8 million? So yeah, it's a no-sweat mastery if you want to go for it. It took like 30-40 minutes. Yeah, pretty simple mastery, pretty cool game to check out. I liked it. Now let's go on to our next game. Alright, second game up today is going to be the Prototype for Diablo on the Game Boy. This set has 7 achievements worth 6 points. So this set's like more of a meme. To my understanding, there's no enemies or anything. It's just kind of a hypothetical. Here's what Diablo would look like on the Game Boy. So we're going to swing our sword 100 times and walk 5,000 steps. To my understanding, just use fast forward and just get this in 3 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do it so I can get that badge. Alright, here we are on Diablo. So there's actually an achievement for pressing B or A to start the game, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And here we go. We got to walk 100 steps, swing our sword a bunch. Here we go. So we're just going to fast forward and just go ahead and grab all the stuff. 100 sword uses. Boop, boop, boop. And we're just going to go ahead and farm our way up to 5,000 total steps here. There's no audio in this game or anything. This is just, like I said, like a quick meme of a mastery. There's nothing to like even look at here, you know? In fact, it's probably very sickening to even look at this on video. But you know what? You're here anyways. And honestly, I love these like really quick and easy sets on Retro Achievements sometimes, like these absolute memes. It kind of breaks up the action a bit. And it just feels good having these badges on your profile that look super badass, and all you did was hold turbo mode for 2 minutes. What can I say? Alright, I'm almost at 5,000 steps here. That should be it. What could have been? 1 minute 20. We did it. Diablo Prototype mastered. Alright, and that covers it for Diablo. A quick 1 minute mastery, all 7 achievements unlocked. So that's 2 masteries so far in like 35 minutes. No complaints here. Super easy set, and I get that cool looking badge here, so that's gonna look nice on the profile. Anyways, let's go on to our third game today. Okay, next up is going to be Cars on the Game Boy Advance. Don't really know why I want to play this one, but I just kind of love racing games that have this point of view on it. And Game Boy Advance racing games tend to hit a little bit different. We have 25 achievements worth 180 points. Looks like it's going to be legit, just play through the game, get first place, set like the best lap records, win everything, get all the gold medals. So this just seems like a standard 100% the game sort of fare. I'll give it a shot for like 20 or 30 minutes, see how I like it. And you know what, if I do end up liking it, I can go for this fancy Cars badge in my profile. So that just sounds rather nifty to me. Alright, here we are in Cars. Not really sure what to expect out of this one besides some racing. Hopefully it's good. I feel like these Disney Pixar games tend to be pretty good no matter the platform. Few exceptions. So we're going to go for a new game. We get story based on Cars. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't really care all too much. I don't really need to see little PNGs of Cars characters on the Game Boy Advance screen. So let's go ahead and skip it. And this is our map. Okay. Cool, so it's just all in a row. Let's go to Doc's challenge. Goal, beat Doc Hudson to the finish. Best time, 0 seconds. Be Lightning McQueen, or Lightning McQueen. So I guess we're going to go ahead and be Lightning McQueen. Here's hoping that this game's rather cool. So Doc gets a little bit of a head start on me. Unless that was like a starting boost sort of deal. Ooh. I like the visuals of this. I do wish I had more of a look at like what turns were coming up. And I'm sure I'll get used to the controls. But okay, I guess we get like the signs like on the screen to kind of say like, hey, we're going up this way. So that's useful, but I'm definitely gonna need some time to adjust to this. But I don't hate it so far. It's reminding me a lot of another racing game I like a lot on the Game Boy Advance, NASCAR Heat 2002. Which, I don't know if that has an achievement set or not, but if it does, I'll probably check that out at some point. I used to play that a lot when I was younger. I tend to really like NASCAR games. This is very tricky. Because it really just does come down to the fact there isn't much warning on screen. But so far we're doing okay. No complaints. And we finished. Achievement unlocked, Doc's challenge. Cool. New car, new route. Beat him up. Let's go to the drive-in. And there's 16 medals, it looks like, in or screenshots? Oh, maybe this... Okay, maybe the drive-in's just screenshots, then. And then we actually want to start with the Piston Cup, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. It's kind of laid out a little bit weird. Oh, it's like all... Okay, so we got Piston Cup, North Desert Dash. Okay. So we have, like, a few different areas to start at. Okay, I guess we'll start at Piston Cup. Requires 18 bolts and must complete Radiator Cap Circuit. Okay, never mind. So we going this way? I guess we're just using Lightning McQueen here? Looks like in the bottom right we got a 1:30 time to beat. So I presume this is like a time trial? Okay. Ain't no thing right now. Yeah, I think this game would have been infinitely better if they just had the camera zoomed out just a tad bit more. That's all. But I also kind of realized if you're playing this like an OG Game Boy with like no backlight, pulling out the camera anymore might make the game almost impossible to see too. In a different way. Got it. Barely got it, but I got it. Achievement unlocked. Nice. Radiator Cap Circuit, 3 laps. The Lightning McQueen in a different color. I'm gonna stick with Red Lightning McQueen, thank you very much. There we go, okay. So looks like maybe start tapping the gas button as we go from like 2 to 1, then hold it down on 1 for the boost. Is the vibe I'm getting there? Alright, finally found a way to interject myself into this recording here, because my past self just kept talking. But yeah, cars for the Game Boy Advance. So far I really... Okay, we just synced up perfectly saying, I really like it. This is definitely a game I'm going back to. The biggest flaw this game has is you have almost no time to react. Like, just watch this footage and imagine you had like a controller in your hands, and you had to like react to these turns in time. Some, like, you get some good lead up on some of these, but a few others, it's like, you got no warning, no time to adjust, and it's like, oh my god. So, just the visibility on screen is a big issue here. But everything else is, like, really well done. I love the track layouts. Visually, it's great. The audio isn't grating to my ears, which is weird, considering it's just, engine noises. Just, things in this game just kind of work. It's actually a, not even just, like, a good licensed title. It's just a good game. I'm hoping the other Cars games are like this on, Game Boy Advance. But so far, this one's pretty much a hit with me. I just have to kind of figure out how to stay on the road a little bit better because, oof, it's hard. It's very, very hard. And some of it is user error, and others is just kind of like the game not giving enough indication of when I gotta turn. But, yeah, it's pretty fun. And the achievement stuff for this, super simple. Just gotta complete every event, get first place, and then there are these medal challenges, which we're going to discover pretty soon. In fact, I may just kind of skip ahead to them shortly after this voiceover, where you gotta replay stages, and they put 12 medals on the screen, and you gotta get them all in one go. It's where I also figured out another quirk of this game. You can't turn around, nor can you come to a full stop. No matter what, your car is moving forward. If you let go of the gas, you're gonna move forward at like half speed. You hit the gas, you go full speed. So there really is no slowing down in this game. So for those medal collecting challenges, you just gotta memorize where they are in the track, and then just go through the track as slowly as you can. Which is a realization that comes to me way too late. Okay, just a little quirk of the game. No coming to a full stop. No big deal, though. And here we go, final lap. The consistent 1:15 lap times here. Yeah, I got a consistent 1:15 lap time. Indeed. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the end of the race, show off the achievement, and we'll move on with the game. Nice. So all 6 out of 6 bolts. I don't know how you actually get bolts. But cool. Apparently I got them all. Oh, and that opens up like the King's Challenge and all this. Okay. Not bad so far. So what's the King's Challenge? Let's try it out. Okay, Blue Lightning McQueen's kind of cursed. Let's not do that. Yeah, so definitely the speed boost at the start is tap at B, tap gas at B, then hold down when it goes to 1. 100% now. Nice. It feels like most laps are like 110 to 130 so far, but it's only been a few tracks. No medals? How do you get medals? Where do you collect medals here? Maybe second time through you get medals on the track or something. Yeah, okay. Once they start rapid fire giving medals, it's feeling like I'm missing something here. For 5. I missed one. Shit. Can I restart? Yep, okay. Yeah, so medal collecting in this game is a little bit odd, because they're almost always put near, like, the boost pads. Put them in the middle of the road, as long as I stick to the middle of the road. So I just said in the past, they always put them in the middle of the road. Not always. Sometimes they'll put them, like, on the top or the bottom after a boost pad, too, just to fuck with you. But mostly they're right, like middle in front of the boost pad. But you really gotta kind of, like, memorize where they are. And sometimes you'll go through these, like, big, long stretches of no medals, and they'll throw, like, 4 at you. It's just, it's weird feeling the way they do it. So, I don't know how I felt about the medal challenges, but they weren't too bad to get through. Woo! Tricky. Got it. Were there any medals for Doc's Challenge? There are medals for Doc's Challenge, right? Yep. Oh no, if I have a gold trophy, that probably means I got everything, right? Maybe? Let's load up Doc's Challenge again. I'm just kind of curious. Are there medals for Doc? There are. Alright, let's get this. What? Okay, some of these medals are in kind of dirty spots. Yeah, so this Doc Challenge medal thing took me ages to get done. Probably like 15, maybe not 15 minutes, but close to 15 minutes, which, when you consider the fact the track's about 1.5 minutes long, it's like almost 10 retries. But yeah, they just kind of put some of the medals, like, in weird spots, like, just kind of, like, up or, like, down on the track away from the boost pad. So if you don't know they're going to be there way in advance, like that one,
yeah,
it
wow,
catches you completely off guard. Okay. Completely, you can hear the shock in my voice there. It catches you way off guard. So let's just go ahead and skip to when I finally do it. Here. They kind of put them on the sides, and like, unless you know they're going to be there, you're not going to be able to readjust in time. Ain't no way. Past Me and Carmi really have the same thoughts. Alright, let's go ahead and skip ahead to the winning run.
Down here.
Got him. Woo! Nice, all medals there. should we go now? Let's do this. 125. Yeah, I'm really just kind of skipping to the end of the race here. You know, there really isn't much new and exciting to look at here, but beat the time trial, got the 125, go on to the next track. This game's very by the numbers.
Medals here, so let's do it again.
And we're going to redo it here, like I said, for the gold medals. But yeah, just the game's very by the numbers, but that's not a bad thing. It's just a really entertaining little racing game. I was so happy with this one.
Hopefully they just like direct.
I can't wait to go back in for the mastery on this. It was really fun.
I'm racing against no one, so I have plenty of time.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about how much footage I just had to cut out for my failures, but I will tell you that I probably had to redo this course like 6 or 7 times before I finally figured out you could just not hold on to gas, which I'm doing here. This is like the base movement speed in the game. It makes like maneuverability on these tracks way easier if you're going for gold medals. We're going to finally get it here. But yeah, this medal collection was very, very tricky. The only thing to note is when you go over a boost pad, you go full speed and you can't stop.
Everything on there is unlocked. Nice. Now are there medals? Okay, there's medals on this. Let's go ahead and do this too. We'll probably call it on this game for now. I think I made some good progress, actually. So this could be another, like, get a medal after every boost sort of thing. So yeah, if you're going medal hunting, just use the default speed. Let it ride. Oh, that is so much easier. There I was trying to adjust speed like an idiot.
So yeah, as you can hear, I'm just really enjoying the fact that I can just take my time through these courses and get these medals now. It really did make life so much easier. Like, you have so much. Look, I can go through these like S-bends and not go off track. It's just, if you're going for these medal challenges, just don't use accelerate, and you'll be so happy. It does take forever. I think this course took almost 2 minutes.
9.
We're gonna find out pretty soon, but yeah, I mean, the basic race is holding down accelerate and like trying to compete. It's fine if you go off-road a few times here and there. They didn't like make the AI ridiculous, which I mean, it's a cars game, so of course they didn't.
Turns is so easy, and like no stress. Oh my god!
There I go, saying there's no stress. But yeah, like races are fine because like the AI is not super difficult. It's a casual cars game. And these medal challenges,
or these last two,
take it slow, and you'll have a very easy mastery. It looks like I haven't got the mastery yet, but it's seeming like this will be pretty simple if you follow the rule of don't use the gas.
There we go. All medals. Cool. All I got really left is Piston Cup, North Desert Dash, the Valley, Chicks Challenge. It's Grand Prix circuit and this other circuit. Okay, so I'm still got a ways to go, but I'm doing pretty good. And we're unlocking all these sweet Game Boy Advance screenshots too. Look at that. We have 3 of them so far. Any more? Oh, we do got a few more. Cool. Look at that. Alright, but that's cars. Let's see how we did overall. Alright, we got 9 out of 25 achievements in the set for a total of 46 out of 180 points. Overall, I kind of really like this game. I'm going to come back to it, master it, I think. Unless these later races become really brutal, which I highly doubt. This is like a really enjoyable little racing game. If you want to get the gold medals, just don't use your gas. That's it. Just let yourself coast right through, because it does not look like the gold medals pop up on the races, just the challenges. So you might have to take gas like in Chick's Challenge or something, but like the Ornament Valley to Willie's butt, or like whatever else, like those like basic time trial things, just don't hit gas. Just chill,
Get them super easy. The races are fun. The tracks are well done. The game looks pretty nice graphically. It handles pretty well. Actually, a really good little game. I like it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to come back and master this. Maybe in a video, maybe on stream. I don't know. But that's Cars. I really like it. The last game I'll be checking out this session is going to be Batman Returns on the Atari Lynx. I love Atari Lynx stuff. It's always like so unique to me. Such a cool little like underrated handheld. But some of the games can be pretty bad, so we'll see. We'll see if this is a good Batman game or not. The achievements include getting all power-ups in each wave, finding all the hidden things, and beating the game. It is concerning to me that so few people beat the game. And only it looks like 9 people got the mastery in this. So something's telling me this might be really difficult. So we're going to play it for a couple of minutes. I don't expect to play this for too long, but I just want to give it a quick go. So let's go ahead and head on into it. Batman Returns for the Atari Lynx. Okay, here we go. Batman Returns on the Atari Lynx. Let's see how this one goes. I'm hoping for the best, but I'm also not expecting too much. We got that typical Atari Lynx gigantic sprite action going on here. Oh my god. I was reading that apparently you don't have to kill every enemy in this. I like the animations though. But yeah, I was hearing like some enemies you could just run away from, no problem. It's probably for the best if you do that. Oh god, these dynamite guys are rough. Oh god. I presume the bottom left is my total health. Do I have like abilities at all? I don't think so. Yikes. Ow. Go over them. Oh my god, why are you up here on the railings, sir? Okay, so we got some health there. How do you... I can't figure out the time to get these motorcycle guys. Can you... Maybe you just can't get the motorcycle guys. Maybe you gotta jump them. Ain't no way you're jumping all that, though. Holy crap. This is... Whew. More health, thank you. I'm the Batman. I don't want to die. Just gonna go ahead and dodge these guys. There's no score achievements. This is crazy hard already. And it's only level 1. But yeah, I definitely see, like, game over. Why you'd want to skip a lot of enemies. If you die once, it just brings you back to the menu? Oh, heavens, no. Alright. We'll give it one more go, but I can already tell you this is probably not going to be a game I'm going to want to try and sit and, like, collect achievements on. Holy. Yeah, so spoilers. Definitely don't get any achievements in this game. This game is... it's awful. I tried a few more runs. There's, like, this, like, bank that blows up coming soon. And I could not figure out a single way to not take damage to it. Like, I've tried everything. I haven't watched a video yet, but it blows up here, and it's like... how do you dodge? You can't dodge it. I was, like, hide behind the mailbox or whatnot. No. But this is by far my best run of this first run, or this first level, and it's just, if you die, you go back to the main menu, and it's just, it's a nightmare. I can see why basically no one's finished this game on Retro Achievements. It's rough. But, that's all I can really say. Like, it looks nice, I like the animations, it has all the makings of being a decent game. Oh my god. But it's just enemy spam. Oh my god, there's so much dynamite. Enemy spam, there's dynamite spam, it's just, it's not very enjoyable in any sense of the word. This is like actual psychopathic behavior. Yeah, I'm losing my mind. I've only been playing this for a couple of minutes at this point, and just, I've already had enough. But I'll let Past Alex show you where I give up, and we will call on Batman. Yes. Health. Damn it. Leave me alone. More health, please. Okay, so you don't hit that either. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna drop this one without even getting an achievement. This is just kind of painfully unfun in every way, shape, and form. This, I mean, I know I've only played it for 9 minutes, but I can already, this kind of sucks. This one's pretty bad. I don't have it in me to try and figure it out. At least not right now. Maybe one day I'll look at a video and go, oh, okay. But initial impressions, this is pure garbage. Like, this is not even an extra life, just straight up main menu, die once. I'm good on this. That's Batman Returns to the Lynx. Not a bright spot of the library. Okay, and that is Batman Returns on the Atari Lynx, where I got a total of 0 achievements. I almost got all the power-ups in Wave 1. I think I was missing 1. But yeah, besides that, I don't know about this one, man. I might have to like look at a video. Maybe I'm missing something. But that bank explosion just freaking takes you out. There's so much stuff happening on screen. You can't possibly fight them all. In the screenshot, this clown guy blows up if you hit him. If you avoid him, he throws bombs at you. It's just, it's a bit much for me. So I can see like why the retro like ratio here is a little bit high. And I can definitely see like why almost no one's got far. Like, you got, if you earn softcore mode, if you include softcore mode, like, almost 70% of people got by Wave 1. But if you just do hardcore only, not even close. And then after that, like, you're looking at 10 people beat level 2 in this game. Like, that's ridiculous. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll look at it again one day, but right now, I'm in no rush. That's Batman Returns. This session, we unlocked 8 achievements in Superman for 55 total points and a mastery. We got 6 achievements in Diablo, worth 6 points and a mastery as well. 9 achievements in Cars, worth a total of 46 points. And Batman, we're just not going to talk about Batman. Let's just not, we'll brush that one to the side. So overall, we got 107 total points. Not a bad little session, if I do say so myself. As always, thank you all so much for watching. If you'd like to catch me live, in the description down below or on screen, you can catch my links to Twitch and Kick. Twitch, I do modern stuff. Kick, I focus on retro, and you'll see me grinding out retro achievements there all the time, as well as my social medias, X and Blue Sky. Thank you all so much for watching. Y'all have a lovely day, and I'll catch you guys again in the next one. Toodles, y'all.